Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be. Bridgerton, season three. Sorry, brain scan. Part two. I see. Say it came out yesterday. How did I not see this? I don't know. But then again, like I said, since I did the Venom thing earlier, I looked to see some things, but I didn't specifically look at Netflix, so maybe that's why. Again, I loved Bridgerton. Yeah, I love Bridgerton. I really like the part one of season three. So let's see what the trailer for part two is going to give us. And here we go.
Dearest gentle
Reader.
reader, last night an announcement came with great speed.
Mother.
Oh, I'm delighted for you both.
Colin Bridgerton, betrothed to Penelope Featherington.
Who needs fresh air when there is fresh gossip?
I want every eye in the town focus on our upcoming nuptials.
I've always loved you, Colin. There is nothing that makes me happier than being with you.
You have not told him, but you always will.
Louis, please do not tell him. He will find out.
Congratulations. But you must admit it's all rather sudden.
I have known her a very long time. But perhaps it did all happen rather swiftly.
It's swift because you've...
Are you going to duel with your own brother? Or
To the match of the season. It is to truly knowing each other completely.
Is everything all right? What are you all this ink? Have you been writing?
Yes, letters.
Until he knows the real you, he cannot possibly love you.
Colin cannot discover my secret. Whistledown is power.
If it's too difficult for you to reveal the truth, I will reveal it to him myself.
Is there some secret you are not telling me?
Colin, I can take care of myself.
Then what good am I to you?
While most seasons of our married march follow a pattern, this season is surely a surprise.
Your duty is to cater to Mr. Bridgerton's dreams.
What about my dreams?
Ladies do not have dreams. They have husbands.
Gossip as I might, this author cannot tolerate a lie.
Okay, June 3rd. Ooh! Good. Okay. Okay. So 13th, just 12 days. Oh no, not even 12 days. Let's say the 4th, 9 days. 9 days. Yeah. Anyways, I'm. Okay. So for those who are Bridgerton fans, which I'm sure watching this, I'm assuming you probably are. um, I really liked, again in the first four episodes that we have, just I guess further going into Penelope's plight. Of course, her, what had been for so long unrequited love. Okay, I'm sorry, and spoilers. If you haven't watched the first part of season three of Bridgerton, I'm sorry, spoilers. You have been warned. Not gonna go heavy into it, but the basics. Okay. So, anyways, um, so again, Penelope's plight, her, what seemed like it would be forever unrequited love with Colin. The whole thing of even the embarrassment of people finding out that he was going to help her find a husband, again, even though she's always secretly loved him. And of course, always, if you will, the just juxtaposition in her life of her life as Penelope and how everyone perceives her and this and that, and of course, as Lady Whistledown, which, as she even says in here, Whistledown is power. And again, for a woman in this time, and all the, and of course, it's been shown through the series the influence Lady Whistledown has, including on the Queen, how she reacts and whatnot. So, I was interesting to really get into more and more. And then, of course, we see, Penelope possibly, going to be possibly happy with, I'm forgetting his name, the nature lover, as we'll put it. Um, and then of course, it being spoiled by, is it Crescenda? I can't. I think that sounds right. Yeah, but Crescenda, that she has been, friends with Colin, and obviously him figuring out, after, the whole thing about she would sit for hours at the window looking out, admiring the view, which she got tired of, and then him realizing it was because of Colin, and then him breaking off their engagement and everything. Just all of that, her reconnecting with Eloise a little bit, but of course Eloise knowing that she's Whistledown, having this anger for her, juxtaposed to her love for her, obviously still as her former best friend, or still best friend, even if she won't talk to her. And again, we see it again in this trailer that she's like, first of all, of course, every when again, I can't wait to see that whole scene where. Okay, so let me back up. So, of course, how it ended. Colin realizing his feelings for Penelope as he was helping her to find a husband and everything, and then making out with her, and at the very end, the last line, it was like, well, are you gonna marry me or not? So I've been like, okay, how are they gonna do this? I can't wait. How are they gonna do this? And again, we see that first scene. They walk in with the rest of the Bridgerton family. They turn around and they're all excited because they love Penelope, and except obviously Eloise, because she knows the truth of things. And then her just being like, you and Colin can't be together if you have this secret. Again, which obviously he has issues with Whistledown. Um, so when Penelope was angry with him and whatnot. Um, but yeah, it's just the drama, the spicy drama of it all. And I just, again, I love the way this show has been made. And like I said, I'll be honest, when Bridgerton first came out, and I heard about it, people, the hype, of course, girls loving it, and of course, there's the sex and yada yada yada. But I was just kind of like, I mean, it sounds kind of interesting, but I don't know if it's my thing. And also, being a Shonda Rhimes, a Shondaland thing, which I've never even really looked at, so I can't say I've never been a fan of. But just from commercials and stuff, didn't think I'd be a fan of How to Get Away with Murder, or I think it's Scandal. Is that her other show? Um, and I mean, I'm sure there are other ones now too. But yeah, I was just kind of like, huh. I was just like, no, I was just like, I don't know, because those things I've never seen my thing. But again, I've always liked, as I've said in other things before, I like period pieces, and like old England, Victorian-ish type things. Um, of course, the monarchy and all that stuff. Which again, I probably would be a fan of The Crown if I watched it. I don't know. I mean, I know people love The Crown, so maybe I'll check that out one time. Anyways, but yeah, I always, that aspect of this show, when I heard about it, I was just like, okay. I mean, that interests me. It's just all the other stuff that I was like, the steamy blah 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 blah. I was like, I don't know about. And then of course, a couple people, well, one specifically person that I work with. If you happen to be one of my subscribers and see this, Shanice, shout out to you. We started talking. She talked about it more and more, and I was just like, okay, I'll give it a try. And then I fell in love with the show. So yeah. Anyways, I cannot wait. 12 days. Let's see. So that's going to be. Wait again. Did I say 12 days? Was that right? Um, I already forgot already. One of the pitfalls of getting old, y'all, is just that I I like forget everything now. Or older. I know I'm not old, but okay. The oops, where did I? Where are you? Okay, yeah, the 13th, and today, so 9 days. Excuse me, 9 days. Um, I'm looking at my calendar. Oh, okay, so that's this Friday. Oh wow. Oh, okay. Uh, so I'm trying to think, when am I gonna get to watch this? Cause I'm going to be going out. I'm going to be visiting some friends, so I think. Well, I mean, I might watch it. I mean, again, most hotels, nice hotels have smart TVs, so I may just watch it there, or if anything, I'll probably have my tablet or computer with me. But of course, it's not the same as watching it on, you know, a nice screen TV. Anyways, I have rambled on long enough about my love of Bridgerton. So, again, something that when it first came out, I was just like, I don't know. And okay, I'll say this one other thing. I think one of the things that also made me a little more interested in Bridgerton, um, besides, of course, like I said, the period piece, all the women in the dresses and all that stuff, um, is, um, again, I don't know. I can't remember his full name. Regé, the guy who played the uh, unwanted and suitor uh, for the first Bridgerton. For God, why am I forgetting the eldest sister's name right now? Ugh, it's terrible. But anyways, which ended up becoming her husband, every Regé, yada yada yada. And I know, of course, again, that's why I say one of the things that kind of turned me off. People were talking about him and the steamy scenes and blah 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 blah. But I saw Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, and I liked him in that. Again, I've never seen him in anything before, and I liked him in that. So I was just like, okay, so he's in Bridgerton, so yeah, I like this actor. I mean, I see why some of the people, the women and people that were saying things were saying, a good-looking dude, So it's just like, but I liked his acting in Dungeons and Dragons. So I think that, along with talking to Shanice, again, shout out to you if by chance you're listening, made me like, okay, I'll give this a try, and here we are. So, anyways, that is my long-winded reaction and thoughts. As always, feel free to share, subscribe. Hope you give me a like if you like my content. Hit that notification button if you have subscribed to me. Thank you. And so you know when I drop something new. And feel free to leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of the trailer for part 2 of season 3 of Bridgerton. Are you as giddy as I am, which is weird for me to say? Or if you've never watched Bridgerton, and as you see me do this, and presumably the first part trailer months ago, let me know what you think of that trailer, my reaction, and such. So as always, thank you for watching. Peace.